Changing definitions. I'm Jeff Stein with today's Iowa Politics Report. There used to be an ad that played on the radio an awful lot. It was for some sort of personal development plan, and it began by saying, words mean things, and the words you use tell people a lot about you. I'm reminded of that every time I hear news from Washington that, well, for example, a Supreme Court nominee is touted as the first African American woman to be selected, but then under oath, she will not define what a woman is. Now, the definition of recession has changed, if you believe the White House. For months, we have been reminded that everyone agrees that 2 straight quarters of drop in the gross domestic product, the GDP, is how you define a recession. That's the technical definition that economists and analysts use, and it's the thing we've all been told to look for. But now that it appears there will be firm data to show a second straight quarterly drop has occurred, well, the White House is preemptively issuing statements saying there's no such general agreement. And then the press secretary refused to define recession from her position at the news briefing podium. They don't want to have the country be in a recession going into a midterm election, apparently, so they'll change the definition. Sort of like if a team doesn't want to lose a football game, they declare that touchdowns are no longer worth 6 points when they're only ahead by 5. This from a party whose president, while under oath in a deposition, once challenged with the definition of the word is. And don't forget that the definition of vaccine even changed on the government's website. Instead of a vaccine being a disease preventer, it simply helped in lessening illness severity, which should have been our first clue about the COVID vaccine in practice. Nothing means anything anymore. Convenient altering of words just to satisfy the moment. Our slide, sadly, therefore, continues. And that's the Iowa Politics Report for Tuesday, July 26 on Twitter, Instagram, Getter, Parler, and Truth Social at Iowa Politics. I'm Jeff Stein on News Talk 1540 KXEL.